Not as problematic as Ivanka getting all of those trademarks in China. That doesn't seem to be investigated. I think that's something that should be looked into. Now, they have looked into it for his association with the president for 5 years, and they haven't found anything. And I do think that, no one should be above the law, whether you're the president or you're the president's son. And I believe that firmly. But what is making me a little uncomfortable about the Hunter Biden case is that, 99% of these cases where you have someone that applies for a firearm and they hide the fact that they're addicted don't get prosecuted. 99%.
They don't?
And out of those that are investigated and convicted, they only get a warning. So for the fact that, they're making this a big deal in felony charges, I think that's political prosecution. What I don't believe is political prosecution are his business dealings in Ukraine and China. Mm-hmm. I think that's something that should be looked into. Now, they have looked into it for his association with the president for 5 years, and they haven't found anything. But I don't know how he was qualified to work in Ukraine, to work in China, and he also seemed to, in my opinion, present that he had access to his father. There were phone calls like, let's speak to the big guy. That's problematic. Yeah. Not as problematic as Jared getting $2 billion from the Middle East, and not as problematic as Ivanka getting all of those trademarks in China. That doesn't seem to be investigated.
Someone said to me that there is no Democrat that is craven enough to go after the kids. Do you agree with that?
It must be, because they should be looked at.
But the kids, if it's one thing to go after the kids, and it's another thing to go after the kids who were working in the White House, right?
Yeah,
to me, it's an entirely different category. These are not kids that are off limits. I actually think that issue is a real issue. It's not just a real issue for Hunter Biden and Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. It's a real issue in Washington in general.
Ukraine.
The amount of people who are spouses, even stupid siblings, related, thrice removed. God knows there's children who are not qualified to do anything that keep getting great jobs just based on their father's name.
My view. I have a legal note. Hunter Biden's attorney, Abe Lowell, said the case against his client will be dismissed before trial and slammed prosecutors for bending to the political will of Republican critics. Hunter Biden has denied he did anything wrong by engaging in foreign work in Ukraine and China. The White House declined to comment and referred all questions to the Department of Justice.
No.